Hi guys, Keeley here. I'm back to bring you another tutorial on a nice purple silver look that I did the other day. I've had quite a few comments from my friends to get it up on YouTube and video it for you so you can see how I create it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to prep my skin. I've prepped my skin, with my moisturisers, which is the MAC Prep Prime Seed Coral Grass Softening Lotion. I just put some aloe vera calming gel on, and then I'm just going to go over with the MAC Strobe Cream Hydrant Lumineux. I'll put a little bit on my hands and just apply it all over my face. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is, now I've put the strobe cream on, I am going to prep my eyes with a white base from Makeup Obsession's Correct White. Just going to pop it all over and then blend it out with my Real Technique Beauty Blender. Okay, right, so once that's blended out, like so, I'm going to go in with my crease colour, which is in the Revolution Eat, Sleep, Makeup, Repeat palette. There's no names for these, there doesn't seem to be any names for any of the Revolution palettes, but I'm just going to be going in with this one here with a Revolution brush. No name for it, it came in a gift set at Christmas, but it's just like a fluffy blending brush like so. I'm just going to get it and just pop it in the crease and in the corner like so. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the dark purple down here. I'm just going to bring it in the outer crease and then drag it along in the outer V, and then drag it along into the inner crease. Okay, so now that's all done, I am going to get my little brush a little Revolution brush that I used to cut the crease with, just like so, like a little packing brush. I'm just going to get some more of that white sort of corrector base, concealer type, and I'm just going to cut the inner corner of my crease. Okay, so that's the cut crease is done. What I'm going to do now is I am going to go into this Technic palette, which is Peanut Butter and Jelly. There's no name shades for these ones either, but I'm going to go in with this. This is a, you can't see it on camera, but it's a really nice sort of metallic-y purple shimmer shade. I'm just going to spritz my brush with a little bit of the NYX Bear With Me setting spray, like so, just to wet it, and then I'm going to pop it in to that purple shade. I'm going to apply it to the middle of my eyelids, where I put the white corrector cut crease concealer on. So once I've applied that purple, I'm then going to go in back to the Pro Looks Eat Sleep Makeup Repeat palette, and I'm going to go in with a mixture of this silver here and a little bit of this sort of pearlescent white here. I'm just going to mix them together and then spritz my brush. And just put this on the very inner portion of my eyelid. Okay, so once that's done, I am then going to go in with those two purples that we started off with from the same palette, just these two. I'm going to mix them together, dab it off, and then just blend over the outer corner and then into the crease. Okay, so once we've done that, I'm then going to just make sure I've got no excess product on my blending brush, buffing brush that we went in to start with. I'm just gonna go over the sort of edges of the purple and try and blend it out a little bit better. Okay, so now that's done, I am going to grab my eyeliner and I'm going to try and do an even wing liner on both sides using the Soap & Glory Super Cat Liquid Black eyeliner. It's quite a thick sort of felt tip pen liner. I'm going to do this one off camera because I find it pretty hard without having a mirror up close to do this, but once it's done I'll come back and show you. So that's both my eyeliners done. They're alright. They could be worse, they could be better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in with that blending brush that I had earlier. I can find it. I'm going to go back in with those two purples, just these two here and here. Excuse the pumpkin, we've been going through the loft trying to empty it out and see what we can get rid of and keep. So I've just got them on my brush, dabbing it out, and then I'm just going to place it underneath my lower lash line. Okay, so once the lower lash line's done, I'm going to go and do my inner corner back to that Pro Looks Eat Sleep Makeup Repeat palette, and I'm going to go in with this middle pearlescent colour. I'm just going to pop it in the very inner corner of my eyes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some foundation. I've brushed away any fallout, just using sort of any fluffy brush just to make sure there's no fallout. And the foundation I'm going to be using is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Yourself Free Long Wear Foundation and Concealer. You've got a pump, and then you can also empty it out, and you've got a doe four. I personally like to use a doe four to apply it to the skin. It's quite a matte foundation. It's quite a heavy foundation, but it doesn't feel heavy, it feels light. But yeah, if you don't like a matte foundation, you might not like this one. But this one makes your skin look absolutely flawless in pictures. What I'm going to do is I'm then going to blend it out using my Real Technique beauty sponge. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to go in with the Infallible More Than Concealer in the shade Ivory 322, and I'm going to apply this to under my eyes, upper lip, chin, nose, and to the centre of my forehead. Oh, just whilst we're here, I forgot to mention the shade I am using in the Pure 4-in-1 is LG3. Whilst that's on the skin, I am now going to do a little bit of contouring with the Laura Mercier Contour Flawless Contour Palette. The Art Made Simple. I got this from TK Maxx a long time ago, but it's just a really nice contour kit, nice colours. You've got a mixture, you've got a dark, medium, and then a light one here. I just apply this to my cheeks, nose, and a little bit to my forehead. So I can take any video of I'm then going to blend out starting from the bottom and then going to the top and then working in the middle. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to powder down all the bits by crease. So I'm going to do the forehead, under the eyes and the smile lines and the chin, and a little bit down the centre of the nose. I'm now going to go over my face and blend out that powder I've just used, which was a L'Oreal Nude Magique BB powder, using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus. And I'm going to be using my Avon Kabuki brush. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to go in doing some powder bronzer, and for this I'm going to be using, it's very much loved and very much broken, it's from Primark. It is their pressed powder, and this is in the shade Toffee. I just get my all over buffing brush, dab it in, tap a bit off. I just go in anywhere that I want, sort of where the sun would naturally sort of tan me, and just above the hollows of my cheeks. So I'll do cheeks, corner of my forehead, down my nose, and just under my neck and on my chin. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some highlighter. I'm going to go in with the Makeup Obsession Mega Destiny, like this. I'm going to get it on my Avon fan brush. I'm just going to pop it on the highlights of my cheeks and on the centre of my forehead, down my nose, a little bit on the bridge, a little bit on my upper lip and a tiny bit on my chin. And bring it down for my brow bone as well, actually, and blend it into the highlights of my face. What I'm then going to do is just buff it in a little bit so it's not so harsh, with my sort of unnamed buffing brush from eBay, and just ever so slightly push it in. I'm now going to go in and do my eyebrows using the Katie Price Brow Enhancer. This is in the shade Brown. It's like a liquid brow brush. I'm going to be going in and applying this with my Avon angled brush, like so. And I'm just going to, this brush is too thick to apply it with, so I'm just going to dab it off and then fill them in. Okay, so once that's filled in, I'm then going to apply my Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. Start at the centre, work to the tail, and then brush whatever's excess is left just through the front of my eyebrows, like so. I'm just going to do the other side off camera. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply my lashes. I'm going to do it off camera. I find it quite tricky to try and do it on camera, but I'm going to be going in again with the Charlotte Bailey Beauty eyelashes in the style Rose. The glue I'll be using to apply them is the Ardell Lash Grip eyelash adhesive, and I like to use it in the colour black. Okay, so that's the eyelashes applied. I am then going to just put some mascara to sort of disguise my lashes in with the fake lashes. The mascara I went and used was the Lancome Hypnose. I'm then going to go in, before I apply my lips, with a bit of the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to go in with my lips with the MUA Intense Colour Lip Liner in the colour Sincere. I'm just going to draw on my, ever so slightly, just draw over my lip line. I'm then just going to fill the lips in with some of the New Look High Shine Lip Glaze in the colour Pink Pearls. Smells so good. Just realised I forgot to apply some blush. I had it out here ready. What this is the Makeup Obsession Live Love London blush in the colour Honey. And I just take my big Estee Lauder brush, like this, a little bit on, and just apply it to the cheeks. I like to smile and apply it just to the apple of them, and then a little bit to the top of my forehead and to my nose. And this is the completed look. This is a close-up of the finished look.